So it is now May 18th, 2021. I'm going to keep this fairly brief. I don't want to go on with it for too long, people, because I actually did a video yesterday. I was working out up by Pumpkin's Rabbit Hutch, obviously, doing repairs. I talked on a little bit about ShaMay and my thoughts around the whole situation. And then, I did a few, it started to rain, okay, whatever. I came in, because it was raining, right? So I had to come inside. I came inside, and then I started listening to, I got an itchy back. This is my nail file. I started listening to, what is it called? The BC government with, Dr. God, Dr. Death, whoever she is to you, right? And, I've been refraining from making comment on it, people, because let's just face it, YouTube is a biased website. Okay? But I really tried to be careful, I guess you could say, with my words as I was, going through little blips and blurbs of what that individual was talking about and my opinion around it. I mean, there's nothing wrong with the video, people. Absolutely nothing. But in light of what YouTube does to my channel, like, if you noticed, I haven't uploaded it yet. I even said when I was making the video that I should probably put it up on BitChute, simply because YouTube, as a corporation, is biased and practices prejudice. I didn't say it practices prejudice, but as soon as you become biased, you're prejudiced. You become a bigot. You become, you could almost say, a racist, because bias leads into all those things. And they're obviously getting some kind of kickback by promoting the envelope when it comes to governments overtaking YouTube with their paid media outlets to push their agendas under a bias dictatorship. I was going to say an appeal, but it's not even an appeal. It's a dictatorship, people, okay? And again, I'm choosing my words very carefully here, right? Because I'm letting you know that I've got a video that's about an hour and 20 minutes long sitting on my computer that I technically can't, well, I could upload it onto YouTube, but at the risk of losing my whole channel. And I'm like, okay, well, you could put it up on BitChute, and perhaps I will one day. I don't have a great need to do it because it's not an emergency. You know what I mean? At least it's up on a server, and chances are you'll be able to see it if you really want to see it. It's not like I have a large fan base, but that's okay. I don't mind. You disperse yourself too far and thin, and all you do is just attract a bunch of troublemakers. So, it's not like, I'm right. I'm plugging along, people. Okay. I'm happy to some degree with my life, and in other ways, what's the point? What is the point of this world when we've got so-called human beings that look more like and act like androids, destroying the human race, basically, okay? That's my opinion. That's my experience, right? And I kind of touch base on that just a little bit on that video that I have not uploaded onto YouTube as of yet. So that's the first thing I just want to get out of the way, right? I will probably, just to get it off my chest, put it up on BitChute, and then once it's up there, when I do a video for YouTube, be YouTube's abused bitch, that muzzle button, whatever, muzzle me, right? Make it so that you only hear what Dr. God and Dr. Death has got to say, right? And everybody else is insignificant, right? Because, we live in a two-tiered society where there's the predator class that just likes to pick on the underclass. Did you hear any of that, people? Right? I've been wanting to do positive things. Look, I've got shea butter. Ooh. I'm waiting for beeswax to show up. I've got what you call essential oils. Ooh. Right? Ooh. They're so essential that you can smell them through the box with the lids on. And it gets into your fingers. I just wanted to make sure I had it going the right way. You can see, right? Okay? Right? I'm waiting for the beeswax. And then I got wicks. I bought candle wicks because I have a huge big box full of freaking candle wax. Right? Right? To make candles, which I'm going to do with Andre for Andre's walnut art. I just needed the wicks. So, these are the positive things that I want to do. I told you I want to make Ukrainian Easter eggs because, the art of that is dying out with us people that make that kind of stuff, right? You know what I'm saying? Just to show people how to do it for themselves if they really want to do it, right? I'm debating whether I should order a whole new kit with brand new, inks, like dyes. They're not inks, they're dyes, right? And the pens, right? We know I have the beeswax. And I have my own little can back in the day from my grandmother, people. I used to be really good at them. I don't know about now. But the point is I want to do them for YouTube. But they just want me to be their bitch, people. Only do those kind of things to whitewash what the real world is about. Right? Only cherry pick the real world. The rest of it, well, it's just off to the wayside, right? It's insignificant when in fact it is not. It is life-altering and damaging for a lot of people. So that video is sitting on my computer, which is technically nothing wrong with it, but in light of what YouTube, with their shenanigans, just did, like, I guess yesterday, or whenever they did it, they didn't even send me an email to tell me that they did it. What they did is they took that Texas Senate, that girl does this to make money video, which was just done how many days ago? And this is my little introduction, okay, for this video. And then I'm going to show you what Pastor Granny gave us. Okay, I'm going to talk a little bit about Pastor Granny. But for now, I got to get this off my chest, okay? What was it? Texas Senate, that girl does this for money. Well, look what YouTube did. Look what they did, people. Oops, my finger touched the on and off button. Look what they did. They age restricted it. Right? This was set by YouTube. Okay? I can appeal it if I want to. I'm not going to. Okay? Right? Because we already know that YouTube is biased. Right? That's why I'm afraid to put up the video that I just did yesterday onto YouTube. Right? Because it talks about, the BC government and, what Dr. God and Dr. Death has to say, right? We're listening and I make comment and we're listening and I make comment. You know how it rolls, right? Okay? I can't put it up on YouTube right now, people. I'm still sitting at 2 strikes that came in within 2 weeks back to back. And I wasn't the only one that was treated like that, okay? Because of bigotry and bias shit, right? By having a bias agenda to prop up big corporations. So anyway, okay, they age restricted it. Why, people? Why did they age restrict that video? That girl does this for the money, right? Because she probably came in and seen it, reported it as if I was picking on her, right? Crying wolf, because that's what she likes to do, okay? But yet, Google New Nations Unity on YouTube. You get that. Okay, I'm at 2,206 videos. All right, you get the first two, right? And then this is what they do, people. This is what they do. They promote her videos. Look at this. One after another, after another, after another, after another. And then she comes in with her fake, the real ShaMay sister, right? This is her. That used to be Bobby Flint, a.k.a. Julian's channel. But as soon as she got a hold of his phone, that's what she did, right? And then she changed the name to the real ShaMay sister to gain attention to herself so she can promote herself to make money with her sideshows, right? Look at this. Tasty Bonnie, right? Another one, Tasty Bonnie, Tasty Bonnie, Tasty Bonnie, the real ShaMay, Tasty Bonnie, Tasty Bonnie. Oh, there's two of mine. Well, three of mine. Then it goes back to Tasty Bonnie, Tasty Bonnie, and then she's got her little fucking playlists, right? They promote her playlist. If you notice, they don't promote my playlist. Nothing, people. Tasty Bonnie, right? Tasty Bonnie, Tasty Bonnie, Tasty Bonnie, Tasty Bonnie. Oh, the real ShaMay. She's got another one, the Hermosa's Brassy or something like that. I'm surprised that's not popping up in here. Right? Tasty Bonnie, Tasty Bonnie. Oh, there's one of mine, two of mine. There's the real ShaMay sister, Tasty Bonnie, Tasty Bonnie, Tasty Bonnie, Tasty Bonnie. Oh, there's one of mine. Back to Tasty Bonnie, the real ShaMay sister. Right. Tasty Bonnie, right? Tasty Bonnie, Tasty Bonnie, the real ShaMay sister. Right. Tasty Bonnie. Oh, there's one of mine. Isn't that amazing? Where I just seen it. There it is. Right there. Some old live stream from a year ago. Okay. Tasty Bonnie, 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 Taste. Do you see what's going on here, people? Look at this. Oh, there's one of mine, right? Well, that was a park event from 11 years ago. Where is it? Right there, right? And then it jumps right back into Tasty Bonnie, right? You tell me how I'm not being abused by YouTube, people. Tell me. Okay? This one's hers. You can see her face right there. You know, talking on about how she knows so much about ShaMay. Right? They're right there. Right? Okay? And these are the ones these are these fake accounts that we know of. And trust me, she's got more. Okay? She's got multiple of them. And she uses multiple phones. Tasty Bonnie. Tasty Bonnie. Oh, there's the real ShaMay sister. Okay. Tasty Bonnie. ShaMay Chorney. Wow. 1. New Nations Unity Barbershop Talk. How many years ago? 12 years ago. I told you, anything good, right? They trash. Anything bad, they promote. Okay? And when you fight back, they try and silence you. Okay? They either age restrict shit or they strike you and try and shut down your channel. This is YouTube. Okay? We'll just keep on going. Let's see what else comes up. Oh, the real ShaMay sister, Tasty Bonnie, Tasty Bonnie. Oh, here's one of mine, right here. Peeps Fashion, New Nations Unity, 2018, right? You can see right there, right? And then it goes right back into, oh, wow, Tasty Bonnie. Oh, that's a playlist, right? You don't see my playlist being promoted now, do you? No, because they're too fucking real. That's why. Tasty Bonnie, right? The real ShaMay sister, the real ShaMay sister. Oh, there's another one of ShaMay. Oh, wow. 1, 2, right? Oh, there's another one. Oh, but look how far he had to get down to get to it. But then it jumps right back to Tasty Bonnie. Oh, there's Tasty Bonnie, another playlist, right? Tasty Bonnie, oh, the real ShaMay, 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 Tasty Bonnie, right? Okay, so let's go into Tasty Bonnie's page. Just take a boo, right? We'll just take a boo, okay? At our playlist, people, okay? New Nations Unity content, 20, where are we? 21, new content, right? New Nations Unity facts. Mine and ShaMay's story time, New Nations Unity. Okay? Here we go. She does it again. Mine and ShaMay's story time, New Nations Unity. Right? You click it on. Okay? I want to give you the date. And the paperwork hasn't even started yet. Okay? You click it on. First one she's got is New Nations Unity, New Nations Unity. And then, right, here she starts to add in her vegan protein shake, her little makeup tutorials, her little whatever, you know, she just attaches Justice for ShaMay, right, as she's doing her promotion for herself, right? Okay? Her little fashion show, right? Just, this is all her shit. But all she has to do is put in New Nations Unity, and not only that, but she's all put it into a playlist where she's using illegally a federal trademark name. Okay, because she's not promoting anything good for the community, people. Just remember that. Okay, it's one thing being an owner to a trademark. Okay? It's one thing being an owner to a trademark, talking about real life, real experiences, real mishaps, real crime, right? As you work for 20 years on a foundation, okay, as an owner to that trademark, I have a right to talk about the things that have happened to my family. Whereas this girl has no right to use the trademark in any capacity because she doesn't promote anything good. But yet, YouTube props her up, pampers her, promotes her channel, doesn't penalize her when I file my little complaints, regardless of how I filed them. I just wanted to point that out, right? Because they've got me in that bitch state, people. They got me fucking muzzled, and that's why I got that video on my channel. Well, sorry, that's why I've got my video on my computer, very reluctant to upload it onto YouTube, which makes me want to puke. Why am I on a website that abuses me, people? Why? Because the upload is faster? Because I've been there for 11 plus years? What? It's not like I get a lot of views because YouTube makes sure that my channel is oppressed. And they come in from multiple areas, not just one. They use multiple techniques to silence anything I have to say, unless, of course, I'm in a bitch state in terms of being that bitch. Be that good little girl before the hubby comes home and beats my ass. To make sure that I stay that good little girl. That's how I'm feeling today. And the BC NDP government, they can take some responsibility for that. Because this stuff started a long time ago under the BC Liberal government. Right? They encourage gang stalking. Right? They encourage targeting of people. I talk about that on that video that is on my computer and has not been uploaded onto YouTube. And because I talk about that, whoever is stalking my channel when it comes to YouTube staff would use that as an opportunity to wipe out 21 years of pain, sweat, suffering, sacrifice, right? You know, just all the good stuff to try and get to a good point, right? I'm not saying sacrifice and suffering and is a good thing, but we went through a lot to even be able to be anywhere today, people. Right? And they're just allowing some dimwit to freaking trash it because they want me trashed. YouTube wants to trash me. And they're using a dimwit to do it as they shadow ban my channel through multiple faucets. Trust me, I don't like being YouTube's bitch. I really don't. It's hard to start all over again, though, people. They'd like me to start all over again, because they know I'd never get anywhere with it, for sure. Even though there's not much of a fighting chance anymore, because our governments have taken care of that, right? As they're just destroying life after life after life after life. As they're giving free passes to the ones that can pay to live, in terms of the big bucks, the corporations that buy the corporation, right? You know? So anyway, enough of that. Now, on a good note, right, for what it's worth, people, Pastor Granny gave me some food again today. And it, you know, she's an elderly lady in her 70s. Well, she's 70. She said she's 70. And she's an actual pastor. She's Christian based, right? Because she mentioned Jesus. Jesus loves you. I'm like, yeah, I know. Right? Now I lay my head down to sleep. I pray to the Lord my soul to keep. So, anyway. I don't know. She's up to doing something there, and she invited me to come by, and I said, yeah, I'll see what I can do. I'll probably, if she allows me to record, which she probably will, I'll record whatever it is. It's all food related. People give, see, she does, since what the government's done, the cash donations for the church has dropped because of people's incomes disappearing, basically, and being forced into that manufactured poverty. But because she had a church, right, and she has the network already in place, the businesses that were supporting her at the time when she actually had a church, like a physical building where people could come, those are the businesses that managed to stay with her, even though she doesn't have a physical church anymore. Because there's just not enough money to pay for the, you know, the rent and all this other stuff, right? Because the donations aren't there, right? People are, you know, going into their shells, right? If they're not going completely bankrupt and thrown out of their houses with their stuff in dumpsters. We just went through that, right? With those pillowcases and those pillows. Okay? I mean, that's the direness around what's happening in the province of British Columbia, Canada. So anyway, these businesses, which are food-oriented, they give her the discounted food before it completely spoils. And then she disperses it out to whoever she's connected with that need it to feed other people. That's what churches do. That's what the churches in Alberta are fighting to do as they're being arrested. The pastors are being arrested and put into jail for days on end and losing their properties, people. Because they're being fined $100,000, $150,000 just to have their church congregate. So anyway, this is British Columbia, Canada. So, I'm going to cook today because I don't want it to spoil. If I put it in my fridge and leave it for any length of time, because it's already discounted food, which if I had a car and I was running out and about, I'd buy it anyway and I'd cook it anyway. So I'm grateful that she gave it to me. Trust me, people. I'm very, very grateful. It makes me feel like it's Christmas, okay? You know? So I'm going to cook and freeze in my little jars for Amari, because that's just easy for me to supplement his meals with those. And in this way, it gets cooked up in a day or two, and I don't have to have no spoilage, absolutely none. And anything that's no good goes into my compost, which makes me happy. Extremely happy. As a matter of fact, I should probably ask her for some of that food that she can't use, that can't give it away. And because I said, you need a compost box. She goes, oh, no. She's giving it to the city. Well, fuck that shit. I think I want it. I'll fill up my compost and make even better dirt. Like those apple peels that I put in the front last year, and then I got that, I spruced up that dirt, right? And really nice. You watch and see what grows from that dirt because of those apples that was falling from the tree there. And I put everything and oh, beautiful dirt now. Happy worms over the winter, I tell you that for sure. So anyway, I'm just going to cook that up, and then, she wants to do a picnic in the yard because she goes, oh, she hasn't even seen the back yet, but I'm not going to take her to the back until I tidy up back there, which I'm actually going to do very, very soon because I don't want Matilda coming out with her babies. But I'm using the wood anyway right now. I've been building. I was building yesterday. You won't see it on YouTube, though, because I don't think I'm going to put that particular video on YouTube. I'm going to put that one on BitChute because I'm specifically addressing what my government's doing. They're coming in with the fourth. They're already talking about the fourth freaking wave, people. And they're just leading the public down the garden path, okay? Like literally. They are so biased. And this is what YouTube protects right along with this Tasty Bonnie individual who is obviously capitalizing off of federal trademark names to promote herself, okay, which goes against the federal trademark. That's not what it's meant for. Again, I am the owner of the trademark. I have rights to talk about what's been going on in my family and how it relates to the foundation and other people's families and how we can make it better for everybody. But obviously that's not what YouTube wants. You want this instead. Don't breathe. And if you breathe, make sure you don't breathe. Did you hear that? That's what people sound like when they wear their masks. Excuse me? What did you say? What? What was it that you said? So I don't know. We'll see what happens with Pastor Granny. We got Pastor Granny in the mix. Okay? She's an amazing woman. 70 years old. She's hanging in there like a dirty shirt. Right? Not giving up. She's not giving up. And she inspires me. Okay? Literally. She inspires me. Just like my landlady. What's that? Well, I don't know. We have to wait for it to grow. Ooh. Right? Half the time I plant this stuff just so my landlady can say, what is that? And I'm like, well, I don't know. We'll just have to wait and see. And then she gets all excited to wait and see. And then when they come, she's like, ooh. And then when she comes, I'm always giving. Right? Because, you only so much squash you need in your house, right? Right? And then if she has too much, she gives to other people. Just like Pastor Granny gives to other people, right? And I just happen to be one of those people. She says, well, come tomorrow, you get bread. I said, bread? I said, no, I'm starting to make my own bread. So we'll see. I'm going to give her those leaves, right? Because the Chinese like that. And she says it's expensive to buy. And so I'm going to cut them down from next door. We already made a plan to do that. And then I showed her that plant that makes tea for chest, right? And I told her, I'll cut some of that down and you dry it and it makes tea, right? Like waste not, want not, people. Honest to God. And this is the thing, I like being positive, but, not when it's like not when it's in a bitch position, okay? If that's the only way I can be positive by having somebody have a whip on my back and threats to shut down my channel or, let other people discredit anything that I've ever said or done over the last 21 years and let them just run wild with something that they have absolutely no ownership or right to use. I mean, we really have to ask ourselves, what the hell is YouTube all about? Outside of it's an easy website to upload because it goes fast, right? And you know, it's not like I upload videos just to put them on the server so that I can go somewhere else, right? You know, people do that, right? But you see, government doesn't want the foundation to be successful, people. I figured that out a long time ago. It took me a while to figure it out because it just provides too much empowerment for the community. Right, for the local and provincial or state community, for people to be able to have a little more control of themselves in terms of how, where they spend their money and how they spend their money. Right, they want to keep control of the poverty. That's it. That's what it boils down to. And not only do they want to keep control of the poverty, but they manufacture the poverty, people. My foundation represents manufacturing wealth for the community. That's what it represents. And that's why YouTube goes out of its way to make me look like a freaking idiot, okay? Because they're in bed with a government, more than one, that wants to manufacture global poverty now. On their terms. With their biased opinions and dictatorship. Now I'm talking in circles. I need to save my energy for the zucchini and the tomatoes and the red peppers and go cook some food for Amari side dishes. How about that?
Okay. Well, Nana and I were going to the store today, right?
And Pastor Granny was outside.
Yeah. She gave us some food.
Yeah.
She gave us what?
Yeah.
Cookies. I love cookies. I think this is lemon pie.
Oh, maybe.
Like that?
Yeah. Come on.
Yeah. Well, we got a lot of stuff. Whatever this is.
That's coconut milk.
Yeah, coconut milk. Got some macaroni.
Yeah.
Taco shells are inside.
Yeah. Things inside.
Chocolate pudding.
No, that's icing.
Oh, icing?
Yeah. Well, you might want to show. Yeah.
Icing. I wish that was chocolate pudding. Whatever this is, I don't know, like some kind of coffee.
Okay, well, pay attention to what you're looking at.
We got some grape porch. Because that's grape.
Yeah.
We got more of that icing. A lot more. Like 1, 2, 3, 4.
Oh, wow.
4 icings.
Yeah.
We got some, I don't know what this is called, like macaroni.
I don't know.
This is some kind of macaroni.
That's a creamy noodle helper with hamburger, yeah. That looks good.
Maybe I'll make that tonight.
Yeah, you can show them the vegetables.
What vegetables? Oh, yeah. Well, now I got these.
Oh, yeah, that is going to be cooking today. Yeah.
We also got a watermelon.
Huh?
Watermelon.
Oh, boy.
She said watermelon. At least I think that is.
Yeah, she gave us a watermelon.
A little one.
Yeah.
Little ones are good.
Coffee beans for our blueberry plants. Right here. Right. So I have to grind up some coffee and
beans.
cook them up, and then take those grinds and feed them to my blueberry plants.
Coffee beans.
Right. She dropped everything off, and she goes, "Oh, we're gonna have a picnic out here. This is nice." She was like a little girl, just like my landlady, just like a little girl in fairyland. Right? Wait till the yard's all done by the end of the year. These elderly women will be completely like in their glory.
Yeah.
Right? We call her Pastor Granny because she's 70, and she used to have a church, right? But when
everything happened.
She got injured and with her back or something. It took her a little while to recuperate. And just as she was getting back into swing and her church was going and everything was good, along came the BC government and just the global government, and turn around and just donations aren't. She gets food donations. These are all donations, right? But outside of that, I told her, I said, well, if I ever come into money, I'll make sure we get a kitchen.
Yeah.
We're going to get a kitchen. That's what I told Pastor Granny.
Here.
Yeah.
I'm going to see if there's any more stuff.
Well, no, you already took it inside, so go take it inside. Get a bag and put it in a bag and then take it inside. I don't want to carry.
Show some stuff in here still.
I don't want to carry this box up. Oh yeah, well I'm gonna cook those up today. I'll be in the kitchen now.
Chinese something.
That's a Chinese radish. So I'm gonna make up some of Amari's side dishes with those little jars that and freeze them. A few of them anyway.
And I got some ginger something, I think. Ginger?
I don't know. That's some sort of something. Sesame something. Yeah. You put it with meat, sesame, ginger. You can put it in with marinate your meats.
Yeah.
Anyway. So thank you, Pastor Granny, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Thank you for lemon pie.
Lemon pie.